guys, I'm Davey. Welcome to my channel. Today I will break down this sample that I've made from scratch. So for the first sound I'm using this key from Beatsinner Sync One Shot Kit. And here I'm using this 1-2 chord progression in the scale of F minor, and I'm strumming the chords to make it sound more natural and organic. So what I'm doing with these chords is just reversing the sample, and for the processing I'm using half time on the 2 bars preset, and I'm moving this little knob to the left so that I can hear these little artifacts in the highest frequencies of the sample. Then I'm using an echo boy with this preset, a free flanges on the default preset, and I'm turning the mix down to 18%. Then with this EQ I'm just cutting some of the low end, and with this other EQ I'm boosting some of the presence and I'm cutting some of the low end out. And this is how the reverse chords sounds. So for the second sound I'm layering these keys. And this is the processing of the layer. It's half time on the 1 bar preset, and this echo boy with this preset that I've made, and then EQ just to cut the low end and boost some of the presence. And in the end I'm using this Valhalla vintage verb, and this is the processed version of the layer. For the bass I'm just layering the root notes of the sample. And for the processing of the bass I'm using this effect track, just a decapitator on the beefy preset and a fruity fast distortion on the first preset. And I'm turning down the mix level on 9%, and with this EQ I'm just cutting some of the high end out because the distortion made it really harsh in the highest frequencies. So coming down to the textures of the sample, I made these keys, always from the Sync One Shot Kit from Beatsinner. And what I'm doing here is chopping up the audio file, and for the effects I'm using this half time and this EQ just to cut some of the high end and low end out, and this other EQ to remove the frequencies that I didn't like. And I think that I have also used a Lotus, and this is how the processed version sounds like. And in the end I've added these textures, always from the Sync One Shot Kit. And for the processing, as I said, I'm not doing too much, I'm just merging the audio in mono and I'm panning left and right the textures. This is the final sound of the sample, which is a perk loop from Lewis Nemo Kit. With the processing of this perk loop, as you can see, I'm not doing much. I'm just cutting some of the low end and I'm panning it to the right. This is how the first section of the sample sounds like. Section I am repeating these chords that are from the Fantasia kit by Beatsinner, and I'm doing this to create some tension and some darkness. Is in fact these repeating chords, and this is the entire sample. last 8 bars, I'm recycling the first 8 bars because I didn't think that the sample needed too many sounds. And that's it for this breakdown. Let me know if you liked it, and I'll catch you in the next video.